all together. Oh, I do like to be beside the seaside. All right. Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the seaside. I'll tell you where we are in a minute, and if you ain't bloody worked out already, bloody toting that there and then. I'll give you a clue. This is one of my favourite places in the world, and I've been coming here for 25 years in this theatre. In fact, the dressing room, this is quite nice out here, but it hasn't been altered in 1,000 years, has it? Under new management, is it bollocks? And Martin Jenkins, who... Yes, I could them laughing, the crew, oh, he's talking about bloody Martin Jenkins, down and bloody getting out there. He's been the stage manager here, who does absolutely bugger all for a living, apart from say, all right then. And I heard him talking to Jeffro once, and I didn't understand what bloody hell they were talking about. Martin said, I'd bloody good say there in my anthem going up there, up there, but go and do a bit of skin. Well, I don't bloody know, come now there, all the way across the thing there. I got the walk and then all the cow shit, and all that right there in my bloody anthem. So this... Don't worry, we're not going to have one of them contests that they have on them shitty daytime programs. Have you ever seen such ridiculous questions and answers? Are we dumbing down in our country? Have we suddenly gone stupid? Who listens to Radio 2? Right. What's his name, Bruce? What's his name, Bruce? That nice Ken Bruce, he has a quiz and it's called... Popmaster. Did you hear the woman on it today? She got nothing. And their Bay City, what were they called? They were in Charlton and they come from Scotland. Bay City, I don't know. What's the bloody point of going on it? It's stupid. And she come from down this way, I'm sure. And, are you right, dear? Bloody hell, you're getting on a bit, aren't you? Oh, that's nice. That is lovely, bloody Devon. Have you met Frank Sinatra? Won't be long then before you meet him. So... They flock here, old age pensioners, don't they? We're not coming here in the summer. I still haven't told you where we are. We haven't got coming here in the summer. I bloody like it here, walking all over the place, bloody birds shitting all over. All fucking fought in the water this place, in seagulls shitting all over the bloody place. And they sit at the seaside with their legs open like that. Oh, it keeps the flies off their ice cream, but it's not the point. The BBC say to me, right, because I get accused of all this, you mustn't be feminist, homophobic, sexist, racist. Do you know, I even had a bird say to me the other day, a big-boned girl, fat cow, what I'm saying. I've never seen so many fat people in my life. I know, there's some in here tonight, I'm not going to point them out, that wouldn't be fair. They know who they are. And the bloke that is shagging them knows who they are. No, it could be very dangerous, because if you do it from behind like that, a wave will go up your back and smack you in the head, wouldn't it? Yeah. Oh, fat bird. I hate it. A policeman stopped me once. Once. No, sorry. A policeman said, sir, are you drunk? I said, why, have I got a fat bird in the car? You do. This bird, you know, she said to me, she was a big-boned girl with dinner lady's arms, you know, and the stretch marks like tiger carvings in the Philippines. Make a good burger, her ass would have rubbed her footprints out. And if they wear stockings, the thighs hang over the top like when you've got too much ice cream on your cornet, you know. The difference is you'd lick your cornet. No. Anyway. Whatever you're going to say, you're going to upset someone. And this big, fat, weebles wobblers, they won't fall down, fat-ass bird, she came up to me and she said, you're fattest. I said, no, you're the fattest. I was in Wales once, this young student type, mixed-race girl, student type, from Wales, so she was half Welsh, half English, obviously, and... And they get a bit dodgy at the BBC. They stand by with a button to cut me off. Uh-oh, he's doing mixed-race stuff. Don't do it. I walked on stage at St David's Hall, which is another big shit. It's a fantastic theatre in Cardiff with Welsh in it. And I'm in my eye line like that. I see this fat bird bouncing down the stairs, and she's got one of them faces like a smacked ass. Down she come, bouncing down like this. I tell this is her walk. I'll do it from the back. There's my ass look all right in these trousers. I thought, oh shit. So I went, anyway, she's there, like, left her. And I could see her lip trembling like that, and she's got hate written all over her face like that. I didn't even know the bird, like, you wouldn't give her one, I was a bit fat. So I picked on a woman down there. I just started talking about something, and I did that joke. I said, there's a bloke talking to this, it's an old joke, right? Bloke talking to this woman, and he said, excuse me, I don't wish to be rude, love, but can I mention your personal hygiene? She said, well, what's the matter with it? He said, well, your Jack and Danny is chucking up a little bit. She said, that's my arthritis. He said, arthritis of the fanny? She said, no, arthritis of the shoulder, and ain't been out to wipe me arse for a fortnight. I said, no, I think that's a bad joke, right? You know, and this girl, she said, that was her cue to have a go at me. But she couldn't have a go at me because I hadn't done anything. I hadn't said anything. So this was her moment. She said, how dare you tell jokes about people with arthritis? You're a racist. What? Yeah. And I said, and all the Welsh went, oh, piss off. So she... And I tried to work out what the link was between racists and arthritis. Is it a black thing, or Indian thing, or Chinese? Do they have arthritis? I don't know. And I tried to work this out. But I started to think of what's the arthritis link here? Okay, black guys have a walk. Everyone walks different, don't they? Black guys walk like this, they're super cool, you know. White guys try and be black guys. Have you noticed that? Then what about these white guys that wear their baseball caps back to front? I mean, come on, get a life. They think it looks real cool and do them handshakes that only black people... Here, do it. Stand up. Come on. Come on, give me one of them hands. Give us a handshake. Come on. I won't take this. There's a handshake. It's sort of like that. And then there's something else all going on and all this shit. Yeah. You ever seen white people do that? Yeah. White people are different to black people. Black people have got a cool walk. They're cool. White people, where are we going then? You ever seen Chinese people? If you ever look at one of them kung fu films, all the bad guys walk like this. This is a dick thing. Yeah, right? Yeah. It's a known fact. Okay, let me put too fine a point. How many Chinese guys do you see in blue movies? Do you watch blue movies? Just me then, thanks for that. Funny enough, Colin, who plays guitar, you'll see him later, he lives down here, he loves blue movies. And I shared a flat with him for the summer season. I put his video on, he said, have a look at some porn, it played backwards. Yeah, I didn't, but you don't know it's backwards. Shagging is the same forward as it is backwards. Out and in is the same as in and out. God, did I jump though when it hoovered it off her arse at the end. Oh, that's a dick. That's a dick. And I always turn the blue film off when the black guy walks in, because they're normally old, he's got the big hair like that, and for a huggy, and the flared trousers. In he comes, you know he's going to get out something that's going to make your missus go, what's that? Black women, great arses, they're my favourite. Black women's bums, fantastic. When they've been hammered out, you get the picture. Right. So we can't do any of that. Mustn't make fun about anybody. Make sure why ask me to do it then? It's like going to the football ground and getting Arsenal to come and play and say, oh no, you can't play. Just turn up, you can't play. And the other thing is, I don't know when this show's going to be shown. So I don't know what material to do. I mean, this is the summer. I'll tell you where we are in a minute. See if you bloody haven't guessed. But I don't know when it's going to be shown. Have you been watching the other shows that are on Friday night? Some of them are quite old, aren't they? Have you noticed I keep getting thinner? People say, oh, he's on a diet, look. This is all right. This is... Someone said to me, if that stomach was on a woman, she'd be pregnant. I said, it has been, and she is. Thank you. How about that? I don't know when this show's going to be shown, OK? I also don't quite know what I did on the last shows. I could be saying something on this show now that I did on the other show. I can't remember. Now, the producer of this show, John Bishop, big-time producer, and he's so meticulous. Now, I ain't got a script at all. They turn up here, there's cameras everywhere, and they say, all right, Jim, welcome. What's the script? What about the script? Well, what script? The jokes. I said, I haven't got any. Well, what are you going to do? I'll just rattle off and tell some jokes. You might do jokes that you've done before. Well, which jokes did I do before? He said, I can't remember. I said, if you can't remember, they can't remember. If I can't remember, what bloody difference does it make? This afternoon, we're doing a run-through. I said, I might do the luminous condom joke. You can't do that. Why not? You've done it. When? I can't remember. What? How do you know I did it? One of your friends might have told it. My friends don't do luminous condom jokes, thank you. And so it works out what bits you do, what bits you don't do. You can't work out. And also, we don't know when the show is going to be shown. So this show could be shown in 6 months' time. In which case, that means I can't be rude, can't do this, can't do that, and I can't be topical. I can't mention about things that's happened that we all know about in the press or politics or anything worldwide, because it might be all over by the time this is shown. This could be, the first time you could see this, or people at home, could be in a year's time. So I could make up topical jokes, just guess, couldn't I? Shame about John Prescott dying, wasn't it? Mr. Blunkett running him over like that. Stranger than shit. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you probably guessed it, we're in fabulous Torquay. And John says, this is John. No, he said, Jim, can I gratuitous swearing. What's that mean, gratuitous? It means swearing a lot. He said, that joke you did this afternoon, right, I did the condom joke right this afternoon, the one that he thinks I've done anyway. So I thought I'd spice it up and add some swear words. I said, well, how many swear words is too many? How come Billy Connolly says the F word and I can't? Well, a Jim Davidson F word is different to a Billy Connolly F word. All right then, let's all do the condom joke now. Be great, wouldn't it? All right. Come on! Get alive! So John, the producer, says, you're doing too many F words in one joke. I said, how many is too many? He said, well, I think, he said, one is too many. You don't need to say the F word to be funny. I said, well, it just adds a little bit. Makes it a bit more adult, a bit more stuff that you don't normally see. He said, but you had 6 F words. I said, what? If you've got one, you might as well have another 5. Which one's got to upset people? Well, the first one. I said, well, then I can do loads of it. He said, no, you... I said, I want to say F. He said, no, you can't. I said, well, you can't say that then. You can't call me that. He said, I said, you can't. Ah, well... He said, for instance, if you used less of the F word, you could have more of the S word. I said, what's the S word? He said, shit. Well, I don't want to say shit in the condom joke. Ugh. We're not from Norfolk. He said, look, you could say shit more if you said F less. I said, well, how many shits is an F worth then? We had a serious discussion. What do you think? Kevin Bishop, the boss, went, oh, he said, I think, ooh, six shits for an F. Smudger on the bed, no, only 4 shits for an F. What about a bollocks? Well, 2 bollocks for an F. I said, you need 2 bollocks for an F. He said, what about an arsehole? I said, Jonathan Ross can do what he wants. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I think of Torquay as my second home. I do, because I've come here on all my honeymoons. And do you know what? This is the BBC for you, OK? They've been ever so nice since I'm not doing the generation game anymore. And they try and win you over. I thought, look at this. I said to my bird, Michelle, I said, I've got to go and do a show in Turkey. I thought they were sending me to Turkey. No, it's Torquay. So actually, I was looking forward to doing jokes about big fat birds with moustaches. And I'm glad you haven't let me down, Tom. Now, the English Riviera. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, ladies and gentlemen. As much as I love Torquay, why is it called the English Riviera? Because I've been to the French Riviera, and it's nothing bloody like Torquay at all. You go to Juan-le-Pan and try and buy a rubber hammer. Or a lilo. You go to Jualapan, you don't see old age pensioners walking up the road in the pissing rain, in the grey sky. I don't like it here, Harry. My name's Esme, yeah. Esme asked me head's for... No, honestly. And they always wear the same to the old age pensioners walking along. They've got the Mac, the white cardigan, the comfortable shoes, and one of them condom things with string that goes over... French Riviera. My hotel I'm staying, I'm not going to tell you which one, OK, but there are some very nice hotels down here. The one I'm staying in definitely has a French influence, yeah. Fine food, fine wines, and the waiters couldn't give a shit. And down it, they like cocktails. Would Sir like a cocktail? No, I'm not allowed to tell them. Oh, well, you can tell them, Jim, as long as there's not too many F's. Shut up, John. Right, I ate cocktails, right? Do you know why I ate them? Because it always reminds me of Del Boy. My wee, that bloody thing, they serve them with umbrellas in, didn't they? It reminds me of the clap clinic. Yeah, you see that? All the blokes went... What do you bloody know about that clap clinic then? I don't know, I don't even like him, I'm not laughing at that. I thought bloody Jeffro gone beyond, I know. Do you know what? I prefer a good old-fashioned bar, all the cocktails and umbrellas. Throw that out the window. I like it when you go in and they recognise you. That's half the battle, isn't it? Hello, Mr. Davidson. Is that the usual? That's back to the clap clinic. That's what he used to say to me. And the cocktails have got stupid names, isn't it? Who's had sex on the beach? Probably most of you bloody Devon slappers down here. Strong in the arm, strong in... What is it? Devon born, Devon bred, strong in the arm, thick in the head. Now. I like the beach. Do you like the beach? Do you ever go down... Because you live down here, do you ever go down the beach and not just plod along or play volleyball or whatever or look at topless women? Come to them in a minute. But do you ever wait for the tide to go out and then go through the rock pools and have a look? Or just stand there, be in with the country, that fishy smell wafting in from the channel, which means either the fishing fleets come back into Brixham or the French people are having a barbecue. Now, I'm not into short-term relationships, me. I used to come down here and mess around quite a lot with some... Probably know some of you women in here. Mind you, right, I still get excited. Right, I like women. Do you like women? That's been my downfall, right? Once a bird bends over and she's got a normal-size ass, with respect to some of you ones that's hanging over the 2-6. You know, a proper model type. I like... People say... Oh, I think that Jordan's repulsive. Me, I think she's great. Do you know what? Once that... They bend over and there's that arse. There's no stockings. And that sort of little bit in them. The sump. You know? That sight has cost me best part of £4 million so far. But I love it. I love it. I love looking. I like looking. And the wife said, don't bloody look at her. Doesn't matter, we can look, can't we, lads? Yeah. A lot of dogs, they chase cars, don't they? When they catch them, they don't drive them. You get the birds in the skimpy bikinis on the beach down here. Oh, and those foreign students in the summer. That's great, that, isn't it, lads, eh? They don't look at you, do they? Because you're sort of too old and fat and horrible. They can hear them talking. Or the fat wanker with the freckles in there. But it don't matter. You can look at them. Oh, another $3,000. Oh, it doesn't matter. They lie on that beach. Remember that real hot summer, all them birds? They can get hot down here, you know. I remember stood on the beach, bloody baking I was, looking at these birds. It got up to about 80 degrees, I think. No, that ain't bad. That's almost a right angle, isn't it? And I love... Right, don't get me wrong. What's the nudie beach round here called? Yes. And you're allowed topless bathing on the beach? Are you? I'm not sure you are, you know. I don't think it's right. I've got a couple of gay friends, and they came down... Listen, when I had the boat here, which I'll tell you about in a minute, two gay friends, and they had all over tan, apart from their bits. They'd been somewhere where they couldn't get the bits out. And they said, "Could you think we'd lie on the beach here and get the bits out?" I said, "No, you're joking." The bloody park keeper come along and said that, chop it bloody right off. So what they did, they went along there to Goodrington, right? Covered themselves up, apart from the brooch and earrings, and left them out. And the wind got up and they're like that. And there was an old couple from London walking along the beach with their dog. And she said, "God bloody hell, Harry, look at that."
Oh, bloody hell.
She said, "I married you for one of them and they're growing wild down here." So you can't go topless. Tried to wear a thong once. A thong? It's all right. I looked at my arse and thought, that looks quite good. It's only when I was on the beach I found out I got it on the wrong way round. Still couldn't see anything, which is sad. I'll tell you who used to live down this way, Devon. Is Lyme Regis in Devon? Or is it Dorset? Dorset. I said Dorset. Got even more blood celly up there, isn't it? Do you know who used to live there? Fantastic comedian and writer called Richard Digance. Do you know Richard? He's fantastic, isn't he? Richard, I'm going to tell you a little secret. Because he phoned me up, he said, "I've been lying down the beach in the summer." He said, "No birds look at me at all. You think I'm famous enough to get the odd pull? You do." I said, "Yeah, but what are you wearing?" He said, "Well, I've got trunks on." I said, "Have you?" I said, "You pad them out a bit." He said, "No, I don't, do you?" I said, "Listen, no, hello. Can't tell you I'm a mason." I said, "Get some liver sausage, put it down your trunks. That'll turn a few heads." I phoned him, he said, "That's nice, you bastard." He said, "There was women throwing up." I said, "You did put it down the front of your shorts, didn't you?" Do you know the shops that sell all the rubber hammers and all that stuff? They're getting more and more adventurous now, aren't they? Selling sort of adult things, aren't they? Adult stuff. Like, there is one, luminous green condoms. Oh, that's dead handy. They're really, really handy. Because when you're swimming in the sea out there, you can see them coming towards you, can't you? My mate Dave Lee, the comedian, big guy Dave Lee, he come back from France somewhere where we went out to buy 300 vats of booze, and he brought back flavoured condoms, give them to the old woman. "Here, you should have a look at them." Said, "Oh, these are nice. Look at that. Oh, peach melba. Oh, kiwi and apricot with rice. Oh, no. Here, Dave, stick one on and get into bed." So she leapt under the bedclothes, went, "Oh, cheese and onion." He said, "I ain't put one on yet." My mate Clive Cooper's a great comedian from Blackpool. My mate Clive is a comedian from Blackpool, and he's a great guy. And his wife, he got a luminous condom. He said, "Here, look at that, luminous condom." Bought it down in Torquay. She said, "Go and stick it on, lie on the bed with nothing on apart from the luminous condom, put all the lights out, and I'll leap in bollock naked and jump on it." I said, "I bet that was a laugh, wasn't it, mate?" He said, "It was. I put it on the bedpost." Now, I used to have a boat down here in Torquay, ladies and gentlemen. I've always been a boaty person. I had a Sunseeker first years ago, a little 31-foot Sunseeker, great British boat, called Dishby Doo. That was quite good. I remember leaving here one night a bit boozy and going to Portland. Portland Bill with horrible big nasty waves. It's called the Portland Race, wind against tide. You can either go really in close, which I didn't know about and it was dark and we were pissed, or you can go 5 mile off, or you can go through it. And me and Kevin, off we went, 30 knots. Really dangerous at night, you know, whizzing out, pissed as farts, and I remember bouncing along like this as you do, and I thought I better be, and I phoned the Coast Guard. This is, I said, Brixham, Portland Coast Guard, this is your Dishby Doo, over. And he said, "Didgeridoo, didgeridoo." He's giving me course and speed. He said, "Can I just tell you, lads, you ought to slow down a little bit." He was really, really helpful. And he said, "We have a thing here called the Portland Race." I said, "Oh, no, I've just flown over it." And Kevin and I later used to live on my second boat, was a 55-foot thing. It was quite a big boat at the time in the marina. And we all used to sit on it and have parties and invite girls back. Girls love boats. Their knickers get loose, don't they? So I'm not bloody doing anything on here. There was two gay guys at a boat next to us. And just when I got the boat, before I had all the toys fitted, I had no radar, nothing, just a magnetic compass that wasn't even swung properly. I'll get to that in a minute. And these guys next said, we're going up the Hamble. We're going on Saturday. Come up on the Sunday. I said, OK. I've got a rough idea where that is. I had a little chart, and I knew it was out past Portland Bill, chuck a right past the Isle of Wight, and up Southampton Walton down the Hamble, right? It's quite nice there. But all I got was a compass. So the night before, we went out severely on the piss. And I was married to... What's her name? Tracy. And she decided that she'd take her makeup off and go to bed. She wasn't coming with us in the morning. She was going to go back to England from here. So she's taking her makeup off and she's throwing it down the loo with the cotton wool balls. Now, boating toilets are horrible because you can have a wee over the side, but I'm talking here big jobs. Now, I don't like big jobs at all. I don't mention them. I don't go in public toilets. I have to go home. I get a cab. I won't go on an aeroplane. I won't do nothing. I won't even blow off. I hate it. Anything like that, I'm so embarrassed. Now, I've had this new girlfriend called Michelle, right, and I've not farted in front of her for 2 years. And I've been dying to. You know when you wake up in the morning and you try and do everything you think, oh, I daren't fart. You don't know if it's going to smell or... Oh. And one morning, I farted myself awake. I woke myself up. She's lying there. I went, in me dream, you put it into a dream, didn't you? You're running towards to score the goal at Wembley. Ah! I lay there thinking, shit, I farted. And I look and she's asleep. It's only when you get out of bed you hear her giggling. I know women do it, but I don't like the idea of them doing it. Do you? Do you? They try and cover it up. They go, they do. If you're on a bus or something, do you just blow off? If you've got to blow off, you just do it? You don't know what it's going to be like. My mate Stevie Lamprell was in one of these great big things. You know them ski slope things? You know them things on the wires with the boxes that go along? And they were all in it, crammed like this, and someone apple-tarted. And the pen and ink was terrible. And you couldn't talk, you couldn't... He said, this big German said, maybe if we all breathe in at the same time, we can get rid of this awful bloody smell. So if you've got to go... Have you ever done this? Have you done this? You do a test one. If you've not blown off all day, you don't know if it's got... Sometimes they don't smell at all. You can do 1,000 of them, can't you? As long as you tap dance. Or if you hold it long enough, they just go. They go away. Or you do a test one. Let about 10% of it out. Try and create subterfuge at the same time. Oh, pass me the Angling Times over there. That's not too bad. It's quite nice. I don't like it. I won't do big jobs at all. Oof. Have you ever... There's a cross between blowing off and big jobs, isn't there? There's a sort of a grey area called following through. Don't go there. I did that once while dressed as a Bay City roller in pantomime in 1976. I thought I was going to blow off, and I went... and the back of me turned army khaki colour. And I couldn't get off stage. I'd followed through, and it was in Birmingham, and they're all in the wings. He bloody followed through. He shit himself here. Look. Hello, children. Oh, no. By the time the scene ended, I'd set. Have you ever done big jobs in someone else's house, girls, and it won't go away? You know when you've got to go to the toilet, right? You know the tortoise has got his head out the shell, and you go very quiet, and the other one says, what's the matter with you? Nothing. In fairness, you do one, but you're not. You think, well, what can I do? You go to someone's house, right, and you don't know the strength of the toilet or whatever, so you sit there and you do a big job, you poo, whatever you want, lay a cable, little bits of nuts and bolts that you girls do. You flush the loo. Don't make the mistake of walking out thinking it's gone, because it's in that froth. Treading water like that. Ready to embarrass the shit out of you. The next person walks in. All right, love, I'll see you downstairs, OK? Oh! They talk about you in the kitchen. See that bird from Torquay? She's left an earth of kit in there like that. So you've got to wait till all the suds go and, oh, shit, there he is! You bastard! Then you've got to flush the thing again, but there's not enough water in it now, is there? It goes a little bit, or the worst ones, they've got no water comes in and it sits there and it drinks all the water in the pan. There's people outside, come on, hurry up! Oh, shit, go away! There's no way you can walk out leaving that there, is there? You have to put it in your handbag and take it home with you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to introduce the band. Do you mind? Alan, Rick?
Hello, mate.
Hi, mate. Okay.
These two's are local boys now. You can see Colin and Smudger playing the guitar and stuff, and banjo and mandolin and stuff. We've been through thick and thin. Do you remember them sisters? In 1984, I did one of my first trips around the world to entertain the troops. It was in the Falklands, and it was on, remember old Thames Television, which was ITV in my case then, and I did a little song on there called Silver Threads Among the Gold. My mum used to love that. So I'm going to do it for you now to leave. And I was looking back at it because we had to find it to find what the music was like so Alan could write it down and get it to the boys. And don't time fly. I looked about that fat and happy. Anyway, this is for all our old mums. Mine's not here, unfortunately, so look after yours for me. This is called Silver Threads Among the Gold. You remember this now? My darling, I am growing old. There's silver threads among the gold. They shine upon my brow today. My life is fading fast away. But my darling, you will be always young and fair to me. Yes, my darling, you will be always young and fair to me. And when your hair is silver white, my love, and your cheeks no longer bright, with the roses of the day, my love, I will kiss your lips and say, oh, my darling, you will be always young and fair to me. Yes, my darling, mine alone. You have never altered wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed tonight from beautiful Torquay with its wonderful Devon people. Thank you for coming. Take care. See you soon. Might see you next week, maybe. Or next year. Thank you.